Airframe A&P Study Guide. Aircraft Fuel Systems. Let's get your A&P license. Question 8702. A fuel jettison system is required under certain conditions if the maximum takeoff weight exceeds the maximum landing weight. What regulations cover the requirements of fuel jettisoning? Answer: 14 CFR Parts 23 and 25 and CAM 4B. Explanation: the regulations governing fuel jettisoning systems are covered in 14 CFR Parts 23 and 25, and in the Civil Air Regulations Part 04 for aircraft that were certificated by the Civil Aeronautics Administration before the formation of the FAA. Reference: 14 CFR Part 23 and FAA H8083-31. Question 8703. Fuel is moved overboard in most fuel jettison systems by answer: boost pumps. Explanation: fuel is moved overboard in a jettison system by boost pumps located in the fuel tanks. Reference: FAA H8083-31. Question 8704. Fuel jettisoning past the limits prescribed by federal aviation regulations is usually prevented by answer: dump limit valves or a low-level circuit. Explanation: fuel tanks whose fuel can be jettisoned are equipped with a dump limit switch that will shut off the flow to the dump chute if the pressure drops below that needed to supply the engine with adequate fuel, or when the tank level reaches a preset dump shutoff level. Reference: FAA H8083-31. Question 87111. The use of turbine fuel eyes in aircraft has resulted in some problems not normally associated with aviation gasolines. One of these problems is answer: microbial contaminants. Explanation: microbial contamination is a fuel system problem that is associated with the higher viscosity fuel used in turbine engine aircraft. Turbine engine fuel holds water more readily than gasoline. Microorganisms live in this water and form a scum which clogs the fuel filters, lines, and fuel controls. The scum holds water against the fuel tank structure and causes tank corrosion. Reference: AC 43-113-1B. Question 8735. Why are jet fuels more susceptible to water contamination than aviation gasoline? Answer: jet fuel has a higher viscosity than gasoline. Explanation: jet fuels have a higher viscosity than aviation gasoline. Because of this higher viscosity, contaminants such as water remain suspended in the fuel and do not settle out into the fuel tank sumps. Reference: FAA H8083-31. Question 8782. What is one disadvantage of using aromatic aviation fuels? Answer: deteriorates rubber parts. Explanation: aromatic additives in aviation gasoline increase its anti-detonation characteristics, but they also cause deterioration of rubber parts. Any hose, seal, or diaphragm used with a fuel that contains aromatic additives must be specifically formulated to withstand these additives. Reference: FAA H8083-31. Keep studying. Every question takes you closer to your FAA certification.